The elderly man in front of you is moving with the noiselessness of an experienced servant. He bows primely and says in a raspy voice, "The Lord Inquisitor told me to let you know that it will be his pleasure to see your lordship at his palace. There are matters of the utmost urgency that he wishes to discuss, and he hopes you will find time to meet him in the near future." I will visit. Who are you? My name is Frostchair, your lordship. I have the honor of being the Lord Inquisitor's orderly. The man is unarmed and wearing no Inquisition insignia, but the military sharpness of his upright posture suggests he is a servant who doubles as a bodyguard. I'll visit the Lord Inquisitor as soon as I can. I will pass the good news to the Lord Inquisitor. The man bows respectfully again. Okay. Okay, first of all...
Yes.
Let's upgrade you. Okay, let's do this for Ufar. And, equipment-wise... Flamers... The burning level's doubled. I am very tempted to, like, give him a bolter and then the flamer. I'm very tempted. Other than that... 50 additional damage, but never crits. Calibrated heavy stubber. Heavy stubbers. Heavy bolters. Like, the heavy bolter is actually pretty bad. I won't lie. Yeah, no, let's keep this on for now. Let's see, I remember I got a bunch of stuff. So, let's see, Heinrichs? No. Cassia, can you use an Inferno pistol? Or at least a plasma pistol. Nope. Soul Pattern plasma pistol. Who can use it? Me. Yeah, it's close enough. Let's see, what weapon do I want? Razor Pattern Chainsword. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. You do have the Bonebreaker Maul. But then I remember you have some kind of a pistol. I remember I got some kind of pistol. Where is it? No. Hot shots. Daredevil pistol. Here we go. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Okay, and then armor. I remember I got some really good stuff. Where the hell is it? Here you go. High-roll Voidsman armor. Against human enemies. Yeah. Time for an upgrade, people. Condensed carapace. You... I don't know about you. Reinforced Voidsman armor. Zealot. Who can use this? Nobody. Oh well, whatever. It's going into my collection. Then, okay.
Corruption will melt before
Fate and
my
fortune
wrath.
favor the bold.
Okay, what can I do? Oh yeah. is late. How are we doing? Okay, information request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hearing Heidi, Rogue Trader, Incendia, Bastel, Quota, and set units' actions have no significant effect on the operations of the Explorator's Cognizance fleet mission, since the set unit has no jurisdiction over the Adeptus Mechanicus of any assets thereof. Glory to the Omnissiah. Okay. And I can't get anything out of you. Of course. And for Kingpin. What?
To arms! Crush them!
I'm just dealing with the Kingpin? Okay.
Isn't this a job
Sure.
that serves me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
This? Can I just shoot him?
On
Yep.
it. The best defense is a good offense. I'll make it happen. Another enemy down.
Is this really necessary?
Keep your wits about you.
Ever-changed sword, medkit. Okay, I don't know why that happens, but hey, it happened. Here, Nemus. What do you think of the justice I serve, Reverend? Greetings, young Valancius. Reverend Hieronymus is bowed in prayer. His brow is furrowed and his eyes are filled with grief, and he does not attempt to hide. As I offering my prayer to the Emperor for the souls that were robbed of the chance to serve him for a little while longer, and that consoles me to know that the final moments were those of anguish and thus of sublimation. What brings you to me? What do you think of the justice I served? I grieve, young Valancius. We did what we had to do, but I mourn the loss of all yours. All the same, Incendia's soul may have been lost, but it is still purer than that of many vipers that call themselves holy fathers of the ecclesiarchy. My life could have served an example for the truth of faith in many. Let's see. Can I trade anything? Okay, good. Boots of Cashkins. What do you want? Holy gifts. Uniform kits. Let's just add cargo. Let's see, melee weaponries. Never chainsaws, I don't really need it anymore. Staff of Righteous Pyres, Hymn of Vengeance. Man, you don't want anything, do you? Okay, whatever. There's nothing more I can do. Inquisition Stormtrooper? What the hell? Acolyte of the Inquisition? Is this what Kalkozar is? Venus del Rosso. Sir, Ramesana is piercing with his icy gaze. Can I go in here? Nope. Oh well. I tried.
I always have a backup plan.
Shopkeeper. No mercy, no mercy. He is merciful indeed. Okay. I guess I did a good thing.
Let us not dawdle.
No, so far nobody is reacting to Ulfar though. And I'm kind of sad about that. Let me save. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
I believe these are the same banners that's on my ship. So yeah. Register. Xavier Kalgazar. Hello. Oh. The Lord Inquisitor is engrossed in studying the star system charts and reports, which are amassed on the desk like the ridges of a formidable mountain range. There are shadows beneath his eyes, which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest reports, and his skin seems stretched taut over the bones of his skull. Without turning his head to you, Kalkazar says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable." An aged servant with the bearing of a veteran approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces an untouched cup of cold calf in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, seemingly steaming. The warrior Fenris folds his arms on his ceramite-plated chest regally and says in a dour voice, "Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk." Kalkazar bows respectfully. "Glory to the Emperor's angels of Fenris. Your words will be heeded, my lord." Wait, did I not bring... Oh, I did bring Heinrichs, okay. Heinrichs nods silently at Kalkazar, who responds by ever so slightly bowing his head. First I'm back from meeting now. Okay. May the Emperor grant your strength and some time to rest, Lord Inquisitor. The corner of Kalkazar's mouth creeps upward. In a befittingly grave tone he replies, "I would be loath to trouble our master with a prayer for such an indulgence, especially one so utterly inappropriate in this fraught time." Kalkazar notices at Jinta and inclines her head with a dignified air. "Sister?" The battle sister eyes gleams as the Lord Inquisitor addresses her. "May your path be blessed. It is gratifying to see that the trials endured by the Expanse have failed to extinguish the flame of your fortitude." Lady Navigator Cassia Tisifia Evere, whatever. The Lord Inquisitor lips curls into a thin smile as he catches the glimpse of scarlet eyes. "I hear that House Ocelio is going through a difficult time. Changes is coming. I sincerely hope it is for the better. Your colors, Lord Inquisitor, are as rich as they are multifaceted. I have never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony, amazing and frightening." Cassia raises her chin and nods demurely. That a man of such status and talent has taken an interest in the well-being of a Navis nobility house is a great honor. You wish to speak with the Lord Inquisitor, Ulfar? "Indeed, your petition our aid in fighting Xenos. We spilled so much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far, and I lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I can seek out my brothers, the Baleful Howl?" "I am afraid not. According to the information in my possession, they withdraw from the battle raging in the Expanse. The Lord Inquisitor's deferential tone now carries a dry edge." "You lie. The Baleful Howl never runs from battle." Ulfar replies to the outrageous claim, and he is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty chill of death bore of his voice and carries across the room makes everyone's hair stand on end. "What do you mean by withdraw?" "Contrary to my request to continue hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective is unknown to me. There has been no word of them since." "Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves." "I can tell you no more. As you well know, your pack prefer not to report their plans and intentions to me." Albeit no match for Ulfar's tongue of ice, the coldness in Kalkazar's voice too could freeze the entire world. "Why do you think they divert their intention?" "I presume it was to search for Brother Ulfar. It is common knowledge how deeply Space Wolves value the ties of brotherhood, far more deeply than the ties that binds them to other subjects of the Emperor. People disappearing in the vicinity of the Inquisitor is always cause for suspicion. If this is some scheme of yours..." The Inquisitor dryly interrupts the Allfather's worries. "Dare I remind you, your presence in the Expanse is not a favor to me, but the promised repayment of a debt. I was not so haughty when I returned your lost brother to Fenris. I did not demand recompense for my faithful servant who died saving him. I kept secret those details that could have damaged your honor. Why then does your gratitude taste so poisonous?" The mentions of Ulfar's lost brother makes him grit his teeth in anger before he falls sullenly silent. "Is there any way you can help find him?" "No, but I believe I know someone who is better informed, and I will name that person as soon as we finally start discussing the matter that prompted me to summon your lordship." One of your acolytes, Emelina, accuses you of cooperating with Xenos. I'll remind you that the particulate of the Inquisition's work lie far beyond a rogue trader's preview, but given the circumstances, yes, Akalina Lachtenhart's words are true. It has been several years since I established contact with the Drukhari. They informed me of upcoming raids, and I thwart them. I kept the Expanse safe with Xenos were absorbed in their internal squabbles, which are of little interest to me. Strictly speaking, one might regard my actions in the situation as unorthodox and the very best. In reality, however, they are undoubtedly beneficial. Akalai Lachtenhart has demonstrated her inability to surmount the bounds of convention, and had she been in my position, the Expanse would have likely already fallen under the blows of the present crisis. Fortunately for you, she is not, and the Drukhari, drained by their power struggles and bereft of their best raiders, can do nothing more than run from my fleets. Heinrichs, I have to say I am disappointed by how easily information pertaining to the Expanse security reaches the ears of those who should not be privy to it. This will be noted in your record. Would you care to put my concerns to rest and tell me that Emelina is not out there running amok around my sector and continuing to sow unrest? I regret incurring your disapproval, Lord Inquisitor. I will learn from this mistake. Emelina no longer poses a threat. I have seen to it. Much obliged, Interrogator. In the future, try to refrain from involving third parties in our conclave's internal matters. Your Lordship, I hope this goes without saying that I would appreciate you not spreading dangerous and misleading rumors going forward, and keeping the content of this conversation private. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive, so I thank you in advance for your considerate silence. I escaped from Kamara, where I was held captive by Xenos. The Inquisitor raises an eyebrow, impressed. You escaped from the Dark City, a feat that few have accomplished. Truly, I congratulate you on an exceptional performance, and I won't even mar your triumph by telling you that the Inquisition will, of course, be watching you very closely henceforth. I sincerely hope that your grand escape was not part of Xenos' devious machinations. What's the current situation in the Expanse? The Call of the Final Dawn and Drukhari Raiders are vying with each other to see who can cause us the greatest turmoil. I have mobilized all the forces I can to repel the attack, which is why we are still alive. Combined militia brigades are hunting for Xenos and guarding convoys, and expeditionary platoons under my command are crushing heretics rebellions. The situation is unstable, but I will not pretend that I was prepared for this crisis. However, we have not lost our footing yet. What has prompted Drukhari to act so brazenly? Prisoner interrogation indicates that the incident occurring in the Dark City, where what the Xenos calls a disjunction. Yeah, by certain reality as you let the warp demons invade Kamara. A dimensional calamity that forces them to step up their race in real space. Okay. That's bad. Their audacity speaks to their desperation, which in turn will translate into new trials for his servants. Why has the cult Final Dawn become more active? The warp is raging, but the baleful sight always portends change, and crises begin desperations. The most fertile ground for heresy. I believe the arch-enemy servants thinks their time has come, or perhaps this day will mark in their profane scripture as the date of the end of existence. I will not trouble myself with further attempts to make sense of their blasphemous doctrine. They are bent on destroying us all, and so they must be destroyed. You have mobilized all forces, but not House of Valancius. Are you not standing before me now? Well, your status remains unclear. I prefer not to requisition the resources of the House of Valancius Protectorate. Your people dealt with all around the Cruel's agents and with Xenos raids, and that was enough for me. But now is the time to add your might to talent to the scales. What makes you think you are capable of commanding the whole sector? Do you see a better candidate for the job? I mean, he has a point there. The Lord Inquisitor closes his eyes wearily for a moment. I may no longer be in the first flush of youth, but believe me when I say that there are many things I would much rather be doing than playing constable to the Coronus Expanse. But as every ruler in their sector chooses to confine their concern to the well-being of their own holdings, where I alone must take care of it all. But you must have an ingenious plan to save the Expanse? The glances tossed at you is like a shot from an auto pistol at point-blank range. If such a plan were to exist, information about it would have been of the utmost secrecy. I suggest you focus on the current strategy of putting down each fire as you encounter it. I understand. I see no need to get bogged down in the details. To praise you of all the information I currently possess will require more time than we have. What was the dispute between you and Caligos Winterscale about? His lordship deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness than to safeguard the interests of the Expanse, stupidity of the most burdensome kind. But my sources inform me that he has nevertheless joined my effort against the Xenos, and so I have decided to stay any sanctions for a time. Why do you think he acted this way? His lordship has long displayed a susceptibility to corrupting ideas. His loss of interest in managing his protector and his appetite for violence drew my notice some time ago. After a moment's hesitation, Caligos adds, the only question that remains unanswered is how many agents of the arch-enemy has infiltrated his entourage. Caligos was under the influence of the ruinous powers, but I put an end to that. How curious. When this is all over, I will simply call you as a witness at Caligos' trial. Together we will decide how best to handle him while ensuring the safety of the Expanse. Are you aware of the changes Incendia have wrought on Footfall? Naturally. Her ladyship has done me a valuable service by taking on the task of instilling order on the station. Though her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me, on the whole, her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. If you think she is unnecessarily brutal, why have you not intervened? Firstly, I trust the task of her ladyship, and she is executing it competently. And secondly, Hivestein, are you not aware that what I'm striving to do here? At present, I'm trying to prevent the deaths of billions. Yet you ask me why I chose not to save hundreds? I put an end to her dictatorship. The Lord Inquisitor does not appear aggravated at the news. As I understand, this was a private confrontation between two rogue traders, yes? As such, I hope your house will reach a reconciliation with her ladyship's heir. You have not hindered my plans. Lady Incendia approached Footfall sufficiently that I was not distracted by the needs to pacify it. What help do you want from me? Posture, if you would please. The Inquisitor nods imperiously at the servant, who draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose source are more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. Okay. To my charge, the ability to be at 2 places at once does not numbering among my talents. This is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand. You'll feel what it is to walk in my shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You will reconquer Euphrates too for me. Inquisitor gestures at the servant and the silencing field disperses. Froster, another recap. This one has gone cold. I mean, you didn't even drink it. Avalar stifles a grunt of displeasure. His mutter pitch for your ears only. You will reconquer Euphrates too for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has done away with all pretense of politeness now. He orders no longer come even from a veneer of request. Is he your valet or another Inquisition assassin? Why can both be true? Foster has been a member of my retinue for 50 Terran years, and the person in my entourage who came closest to being my confidant. Something akin to a warm smile touches the Inquisitor's lips. We have caused to be involved in many incidents whose report has since been marked with a seal of silence. Foster nodded deferentially, and on his aged jowled face appears an expression caught between eternal loyalty, motherly affection, and religious devotion. And what do I owe such an honor? What do I do to owe such an honor? To whom else could I entrust this mission? No need to feign ignorance from Valencius. We both know the shortcomings of the other candidates for this position. At present, in the Expanse, there are two people with the perspective and steady hands required to control the situation, and they are both standing in this room. So, if you will, dispense with the humble rogue trader act and win this war for me. Can you tell me more about Euphrates II? A sacred world of the Adeptus Mechanicus, off limits to lay people. I'm one of the few people who did not worship the Messiah to have set foot on its surface, or rather, I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. The despicable word-bearers attacked and captured Euphrates II, and the cult of the Final Dawn brought the entire horde of heretics to the planet. I sent my troops to aid the explorator forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you are perfect for the role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. What matter first brought you to Euphrates II out of interest? An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. I offered to make you my general, and you tried to pump me for information? Poorly done. The word-bearers went there themselves? They didn't just send their puppets? Clearly, the stakes for them are high enough. Oleron the Cruel has stirred his profane self to make a personal appearance on Euphrates II. Conrad Voigtveer, incidentally, is also there. I hear you two have unfinished business. Him I will generously leave to you. When you are finished with him, you may simply dispose of his mortal remains. No need to surrender them to the Inquisition for an inquest. Consider it my gift. What do they want with Euphrates II? The reason behind their machinations would have been pure speculation at this point. Bring me prisoners to interrogate, and perhaps we will gain some much-needed insight. What forces do we have in place that? And what is this rift that occurred between the commanders? Explorator Fleet Divine Cognizance 7821 recalled its most combat-ready units to retake the world. They were supported by my most powerful strike fleet and a group of deadlier allies. I dispatched a pack of space wolves to hunt down the transgressors. Unfortunately, the leader has failed to find a common language. His team Thorvald is at odds with the conclave of Mechanicus battle congregations, and the unassigned servants find Thorvald's strife the nature off-putting. Another group is fond of militant Sibilek, who commands my forces. We're not fond, to be precise. The esteemed militant perished along with the ship a week ago when his noble allies failed to support his offensive. The Inquisitor bows to Ulfar curtly. I recommended that you two go to Euphrates II, my lord. Perhaps your pack was less reticent with the esteemed Thorvald than with me, and told him where they decided to direct their efforts. It is a fine suggestion, which I accept gracefully, Inquisitor. The expression of respect on Ulfar's face does a poor job at hiding his antipathy. How do you manage to enlist the aid of the Angel of the Emperor? I must remind you that I'm still a Lord Inquisitor of the Coronex Expanse, not merely some, what do you always say, Forchester, some Grok's bothering prick. If certain rogue traders at times allow themselves to speak to me in an overly willful manner, they should not give you cause to doubt my authority. The situation is clear. You will be given the details when you arrive on the orbit around Euphrates II. I will smash the heretics. I will never doubt you, your lordship. The Emperor protects. Okay. Because our knots at the Piper, then his servants differentially delivered to the table. This document attests to the extraordinary powers you now have at your disposal. I'm counting on your success, Halfenstein. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, that was a big change. Let's see if Ulfar has anything new to say.
Let us raise
Nope.
our Fenrir.
Hyrix?
To what do I owe this visit?
Nope. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but this is where I'm gonna leave it off because it's actually quite late for me. So, thank you all very much for watching, and what can I say? I mean, I'm kind of sorry about Incendia. I mean, the coin has spoken. I should side with Incendia, but hey, whatever. What's done is done. There's no use crying over spilled milk. So, yeah. We're going to Euphrates II. And I believe that was the planet that was off limits to me. Yeah, I believe so. So with that being said, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys and gals next time, because I need my sleep. Ciao.